gentlemen, and children of all ages.
Welcome aboard.
That includes all of you and all of us. And we're here once again for another brilliant, another outrageous, hair-raising, spine-tingling episode of our illustrious film banter, where we banter about film, where we talk about movies, where we capitulate upon the errors and the wondrous positives of our local and daily and yearly cinema. Tonight's show, we're going to be doing a show on
the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Marvel Cinematic Universe of the Avengers, basically.
Hey, get down. We're getting ourselves amped up for Marvel's
It is that week, correct?
Endgame. Avengers Endgame comes out on Friday or Thursday night.
Ender's Game.
No, Endgame.
Endgame?
Yeah, Ender's Game is that movie with Harrison Ford.
Oh,
Ender's
okay,
Game.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're amping up for that. We're going to discuss the Marvel Cinematic Universe, pretty much everything that we've seen up until this point.
Okay.
We're going to do a wide brushstroke. We're not going to linger on every film, but we'll discuss the. You had said you didn't want to.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, so we're going to just kind of, just go through the whole thing, and whatever strikes us.
All right, so let's talk about. Let's just give a figurative watermark to this show.
Okay, please
We're
do.
now in the second episode of Game of Thrones. Has just aired this past Sunday night.
That's true. We are. Season 8, the final season.
The final season. There's only 6 episodes left.
I know.
Now there's only 4 episodes left.
Yeah,
so it's a sad,
it's
bittersweet. It really is a bittersweet thing. I'm upset about it ending. And I'm upset about the ending.
I know. Because we're going to lose a lot of great characters.
We're going to lose a lot of great characters.
That's
There's
inevitable.
so many great characters in this show.
It's so well done.
And now I'm finally getting the drift of which family is which family and who's who.
Just as you're caught up in your brain, you're going to lose it all.
I never really got it. I never really attempted to get it. I was never really. Now you're further back than me, so I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But I never really attempted to figure out, that Jamie was his brother and they were sisters and blah blah blah. So it is very confusing.
Yeah.
It truly is. But it's a wonderful little. Basically, it's just a soap opera, and they just happens to be
Just
some
a wonderful
great
soap
nudity, beautiful acting, great special effects,
a
and a lot of great
violence,
gore and
deaths.
violence and death. And it's just the
and
ultimate.
It is backstabbing and alignments.
The ultimate soap opera.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
It's a soap opera. Let's
be
honest.
George R. R. Martin created such a unique universe, and
much like the Avengers universe, we're talking pretty much the same scope of
pretty much.
interaction here, which is just outrageous. It truly is.
So I'm excited to see where it's going to go. I can't wait for the new episode next week.
I am too. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done.
And the production is incredible.
It's just wonderful.
Highest budget ever TV show.
I know. Well,
it's done to
specifically this final 6 shows due to the battle scene.
Yeah, well, the battle scene is going to be the biggest ever filmed.
It is indeed.
It's going to be incredible. I can't wait.
I thought that other battle scene. Remember the one where the dead were coming after and Snow was like on the.
That was great too. Yeah, and they were trapped on a little island of snow. Yeah.
How did they get out of that? I forgot. Did they?
I believe Daenerys came with the dragons and saved them.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
And they all climbed on.
And that was the same episode that one of their dragons became
the evil
dragon. Yeah.
So we're expecting to see that evil dragon.
Yeah.
And she'll bring out her two
good dragons. And I'm sure we'll lose one of them at the very least.
Maybe, but more than likely, she may lose both dragons. I doubt it. I
would think they'd keep at least one.
I think so too.
We'll see.
Depends on her whether we keep her.
Nobody is safe on this show. That's the incredible thing about it.
Certainly not us.
And it's just so damn addicting. It's the best thing is the way you watched it. You binged the first 5 seasons, 6 seasons?
4 seasons or so, and then the 5th and the 6th. I binged about the first 5 seasons. That's correct.
Yeah, and then you've been caught up for about 2.
The 6th and the 7th I watched in real time.
Yeah, and I watched I started the first season real time.
Right.
And then for whatever reason I stopped watching, and then I binged the next 3 seasons. Okay. And then since season 4, I've been watching it week to week live.
Yeah, there you go.
But I hate waiting. I
totally
wait for this season. We had a 1.5 year wait.
Absurd.
Yeah,
a lot of time gone by.
From the summer of 2017 all the way till now, it's almost 2 years.
I'd like to talk about this movie very briefly. It's been a holy grail of films to get. I've been trying to get the Blu-ray of this, The DVD
Stan
came
and
out March
Ollie,
26th, but the Blu-ray just
I
came
like
out.
that. I
Believe
love
it or
that
not,
film.
today.
Yeah.
I love it too. It's got deleted, extended scenes on it. It's got all
Great.
kinds of great
Such
little.
a great
it's
little
got
gem.
wonderful little reels of stuff about.
If you haven't seen Stan and Ollie, check it out. We
the great
reviewed it a
film.
few weeks back.
It's just a beautiful.
It's a wonderful
made.
little
It's a
film.
heartfelt little film. I
It
love
is.
it dearly. Also, I'm just going to mention this. I'm not going to show the Avengers films that I got, but today is the 40th anniversary of the original Alien from 1979. Here it is, 2019. We're 40 years later, and sure enough, here it is in 4K. It's got all kinds of deleted, extended
Great.
scenes, more conversations.
Are you going to watch that this weekend?
I don't know. I just watched the film again.
Oh, you did.
Literally about a month ago, and then I watched Aliens, and but it does look awful
It
cool.
looks great.
And Ridley Scott, of course, who propelled the whole Alien universe.
It's great.
Well, let's get into
And
it.
well,
We're-
real quick though, as a side note to this, took 40 years. This weekend, this Friday night, the North Bergen,
The play?
New
Is
Jersey
this
High
Friday?
School
Oh, wow.
is having an encore performance of
Oh,
their
wow.
play of Alien. I'm sure some of you have heard about this. A few weeks ago, the North Bergen, New Jersey High School did a production of Alien,
They
and
did.
it got a lot of press coverage.
Outrageous.
It went viral on social media.
The lighting,
Yeah,
the
the
acting,
clips look great.
They really does.
They did a
look
good
awesome.
job.
They
And then
really
Ridley
did.
Scott and Sigourney Weaver sent them a nice letter.
I know.
Ridley Scott,
Well, a video letter.
a video letter, and then
Yeah.
Ridley Scott, he sent them a check, I believe, for $10,000 or something,
Really?
to help finance this weekend's performance.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
he
pretty
sent them a
nice.
nice little gift.
I don't know why they just don't bring it to Broadway. And
That'd be so cool.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be wonderful?
That'd be great.
I don't mean these guys.
No, but
just
in
have
general.
a regular
Yeah.
Broadway production company
That'd be
just
cool.
do it right.
You know, they were supposed to
That'd
put
be
Exorcist on Broadway. I don't know what happened to it.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know why you
Maybe-
need to do that.
Maybe the green puke, as she
Goes on the audience.
Yeah,
you know?
well, that would be fun.
Yeah.
They cover you like in the old. You remember Gallagher?
With the watermelon?
Yeah, he's the squash the
You know,
watermelon.
he's still around.
He is still around.
Yeah.
He still does his act.
He still
too.
does
He's
the
out in
same act.
Vegas, I believe,
I've never
once in a
seen that
while.
act. I don't know if I want to see it.
I did see him once live in person. I went to it was a fair out in Illinois,
Well, it must have been Illinois.
and he
yeah.
was at a fair and he was doing his bit, squashing the watermelons, and the people in the front, and you just stood there. There were no seats at this particular
Yeah, of course.
event. And this was right when he was famous too. He was
Yeah.
around, but he was just a funny guy. The big wild hair, the bald head. He looked like Bozo the Clown,
Mm-hmm.
but in human form. Just a cool guy. It was fun, and he gave everybody a big screen. They had a big,
to hold up to protect himself?
Yeah, I think people in the front row, so
That's
they
cool.
wouldn't get splattered. But you got splattered anyway.
It's a weird act. Weird
Yeah,
thing
it
to
is
do.
a weird act, but he would squash all kinds of stuff. But
In a way, he was, I guess, maybe one of the first prop comics. That's technically prop.
yeah.
And
I
then
think
Carrot
so.
Top took
Carrot
it to a
Top
new
kinda
level.
Took it to a new level. Carrot Top is hilarious too.
He's honestly, anytime I've seen him, I've laughed.
I love him.
I enjoy it.
I just
he
saw him
gets
the
a lot
other
of
night.
flack, but I like him.
He had one for when your friend is too drunk at a party.
Oh yeah.
And you put this thing on him, and the guy's lying down, and you hit a button, and up pops an orange cone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the person's lying there, and the orange cone pops out. I thought it was hilarious.
That's
I thought
kind
it
of
was very
humorous.
funny. Yeah,
And he's
it was
all
kinda
jacked now. He's all
I
muscular
know.
and.
he also did a weird thing. He tattooed eyeliner on him, like Michael Jackson did.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
It's a weird thing to do.
There's a
an
femininity
oddball.
to him that.
Maybe. Maybe he's.
But he did. He looks,
maybe he's.
his face looks very feminine
bi.
now. He looks very feminine. He's had a lot of plastic surgery on his face, and
Okay.
we are wasting
Let's
time. We
digress.
should
Let's
get-
not digress.
Well, let's not digress and get right into it.
So here we go.
But here we go. Let's
We have
just,
the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Now, one thing I do want to do this week, I should have said this to you previous to the show. Whenever we are, in fact, doing these shows, we'll sit here and we'll talk about stuff. But then as soon as the thing comes on, we'll go, oh, that's the scene, and we'll break up our train of thought
Yeah.
by pointing out, oh, that's the scene. Oh, look, and there's what's-his-face. And
Yeah.
I'll be talking about, well,
Yes.
oh, look, and there's the thing where that's the scene where he... So I'm going to actually ignore the pictures tonight, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I don't want to really... They're there for people to enjoy.
That's fine. I mean, that's why they're there. They're there for them, not necessarily
all
for
seven
us.
of you out there. You're going to enjoy them.
So
for me,
the way I set all this up is I kind of have I have all the pictures and posters set up in chronological order from Iron Man all the way through right now through the newest Avengers film.
So there's like 21 Marvel films now.
This is going to be the 21st. Yeah, because right now we have 20.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
It is a lot of
I'm
films.
sorry, no. Well, if you count Spider-Man, which is coming out in July, that's number 23. That's
Well,
officially
Spider-Man is 6 films now. With that one, that's
altogether.
6
You
films.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
first 3 with Toby.
This would
Then
be
we
7.
had the 2.
And now we have 2 more.
No,
So this is
then
7.
we had the 2 with Andrew Garfield.
And now 2 more.
Then we had the 6th with the new guy.
And now this is the 7th.
And the 7th.
So this is the 7th.
Exactly. This will be the 7th film.
Yeah.
So that's 7 of the
7
21
Spider-Mans.
films. It's all the same basic thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So stupid that they did the Spider-Man. They wasted all these films. But, we've got 2 Thor films now? 3 Thor.
2.
3.
2.
No.
No, there's
There's
only
the
2.
first one.
And then Thor, the
And
Dark
there's the
World,
Dark
and
World
Thor Ragnarok.
and
That's right,
Ragnarok.
there's 3
There's
of those.
3 of those.
I forget the second one because it's really not great.
Oh, okay.
The third one's the best.
Well,
It's
the first
definitely
one's
the
good
best.
with Natalie Portman. She's in the
Yeah,
first.
she's barely in the second one.
Yeah, she's hardly
And
at
she's
all.
not in
And
the
they
third.
mentioned her in
the third.
No, they mentioned her in one of the Avengers films that I'm watching right now. I
Okay.
believe I'm watching.
Yeah, I think there's a reference to
Age
her.
of Ultron.
Yeah.
They mentioned it to her.
That's right.
Yeah, really. When you go back and you watch the first Avengers film, you might as well start. This
Yeah, I'll
going.
just start the slideshow. Yeah.
When you go back and watch the first.
Getting ready for this. and then-
Avengers film, there at the very end of that film is Thanos.
Yes.
The very end
at
of the movie.
At the end credits.
No, not at the end credits. It's actually at the tail end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's not in the end
I
credits.
thought that was an end credit scene.
No. The end credits scene in the first Avengers film is absolutely hilarious.
Is that the one where they're all sitting at the diner?
They're sitting at a table
Yeah,
and
at a
they're
restaurant.
eating, and everyone is watching Mark Ruffalo.
That was cool.
Because he's just eating and eating and eating, and they're all just kind of sitting there and they're just watching him eat,
Yeah.
but they're eating too.
That was a fun scene. I love
It was
that.
a very fun scene.
That
I
was
really
great.
enjoyed it. I thought it was a kick.
The thing that makes these Marvel movies really memorable to me is just the humor. You got the humor
Absolutely.
pumped in there.
Yeah.
They're exciting. You got great special effects, but it's the characters and the humor involved with them, and that's really the banter
And the
Really-
camaraderie that has grown.
Yeah,
The
and that
first
really
film-
just keeps me interested.
Yeah, that first Avengers film, we have Scarlett Johansson, Natasha. Her last name is what is her
Or
last
character.
name? Yeah. It's a Russian name. She's
yeah,
a
it
Russian
is.
Natalova or something
like that. I don't remember
Right.
what it is.
Anyway, she goes and gets Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk and brings him, and of
Yeah.
course now Captain America shows up, and then Iron Man. There's immediate friction between Captain America and Iron Man, which of course is unleashed later on in
Civil
the
War.
Civil War
Yeah.
film between those two. But all in all, I just adore these films. But okay, so let's get to kind of where I wanted to go with this. Do you have a favorite? Character of the Avenger?
Of the Avenger characters, speaking of
And
the,
don't say Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, honestly, my favorite is Captain America. I think Chris Evans does a great job
I
with
think
that
so, too.
character.
Yeah.
I love
I like him too.
all 3 of the Captain America films.
Yeah.
I think they're great. They're strong, especially the first one.
First one is outrageous.
It's awesome. It's so well
Amazing.
done.
Amazing.
It really did an awesome job with that
Yep.
character.
Joe Butler is his name?
No, Joe Johnston directed
Joe Johnston,
the first.
he directed.
And he has a
Fantastic
big
job.
special effects background as well.
Oh, okay.
But he's directed other films. He did the first Jumanji. He did Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, okay.
And he's done quite a bit of stuff.
Which was actually better than the Spielberg second one, I think.
I agree. I like
Yeah,
Jurassic
that's
Park
the one
3.
with William H. Macy.
Yeah,
and,
that's a fun one.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Tia
I
Leone is
enjoyed
in
that.
the
I
third,
saw
yeah.
that in the theater in Arizona when I
Did
was
you?
going cross country.
Well, I'm glad the people, they need to know where you saw it.
Well, I like that. For
I
me,
think
that's a
it's a
fun.
good-
I like going to the movies when I'm on vacation
Yeah.
in other places. I love doing that.
I do too.
I went to the movies twice in Brazil when I was there.
Did you?
I saw episode 1 for another. Now, it wasn't my first time seeing it, but I saw episode 1.
John Favreau, one of the
Jon Favreau?
major
Yeah.
producers of the entire series now.
Oh, yeah, now
his
he's-
name's on everything.
He is, and now he started it
He's
with
taking
Iron
a
Man.
piece of the pie, yeah.
He directed the first 2 Iron Mans.
Taking a piece of the
And
pie.
now he's
yeah.
doing the Star Wars. He's doing the Mandalorian TV show that's coming out in November for the new Disney platform,
Right,
Disney
there you
Plus.
go. Yeah, indeed.
The trailer for that is outrageous. Looks
Yeah.
great.
Does it? I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. I
He's
haven't
executive producing that, and he
And of
directed
course,
the
he's
first
doing,
episode.
he's doing The Lion King, which is
That's
just
coming out
now.
this summer.
I know, he
They're
did
saying
that.
it's great.
And he did the other one, The Jungle Book. That was him also.
Yeah, he's
The
a
live
really
action.
solid director.
He really is a solid director, and to think that he came
And he still
from,
acts, which is cool.
he does
A little bit.
not so necessary. He used to have that great show on was it A&E, I believe, where they all sat around.
It was
the
like a
table.
director's roundtable.
It was like a round
Was it
table.
like dinner?
No, it wasn't the directors. It was.
Well, filmmakers and directors, everybody
No,
was in it.
actors. And,
Actors, but
yeah.
directors were on there too.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't a directors roundtable.
No,
was
but
a-
it had directors on there as well as actors and other people
Did
in
you
the
enjoy
business.
that when I was scratching my navel?
I loved it, yeah.
I saw you watching.
Yeah, no, it was called like
Like,
Dinner
like
with
you
Friends or Dinner for Six.
Dinner with Six.
Dinner
That's
for
it.
Six.
That's it.
Yeah, that was cool.
And it was cool. They sat around and ate, and it was a
fun.
very funny show. I really enjoyed it.
That should be on Netflix. I wish it was.
I wish it was too.
Yeah.
It was very short-lived, but it was still
a
lots
couple
of fun.
seasons, I guess.
Yeah, just 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
And they were short seasons. They were only like maybe 8 episodes
Yeah.
a season, but it was kind of fun. And of course, he started out with those duet films that he made.
Well, he
with
did.
Vince Vaughn,
Yeah, he did Swingers.
Swingers.
They did. Then they did the other one, Maid, right? Which
Right.
was about
Yeah,
gang,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like a mob movie a little bit.
Kind of a mob movie.
And then
but,
they did. I think
kind
one
of-
other one, which I can't
Kind of
remember.
fun. Kind of fun.
But
the first Iron Man, if we go back and trace the lineage of the world,
started in 2008,
Well,
11
this is
years
Guy
ago.
Pearce. Which one?
He's
was he
in part 3.
Part 3 of the Iron Man.
Iron Man. Him
Oh,
and
okay.
Sam Rockwell.
See, I didn't care for part 2 at all. I
didn't care for
not
2,
like-
and I didn't
where
love
Don
3
Cheadle came
either.
in. No, I didn't like that.
Part 2 had Mickey Rourke as Whiplash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah,
he
I
was,
have to say.
But this was funny in part 3, right?
Who is that?
This is Ben Kingsley's the mandolin.
Oh,
The Mandarin.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't be a mandolin.
No, Mandarin.
Unless he's playing the Godfather theme.
Exactly. But he was cool. Because he ended up being like an actor doing that for a joke almost. A hoax. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, that's quite all right. Yeah, I mean, so I guess that's our Avengers show. Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week. We're going to be reviewing Ender's Game next week.
Endgame.
Endgame.
Not Ender's Game.
Well, review Ender's Game too with Harrison Ford and
Let's
that little
not.
twerpy
We already
kid.
did that. Asa Butterfield.
Yeah, that little twerpy kid. What's his name?
Asa Butterfield.
He's good. He's a good
Yeah.
little actor. Of course, he went
Did a
on
good
to
job.
be in Mrs. Pepperwinkle with
Pedigree's Home for Peculiar
Pedigree,
Kids.
right?
Yeah.
There we go. Here she is, Miss Goop herself. That's the name of her magazine and company.
And a
Gwyneth
website,
Paltrow.
Goop.
Yeah. I did enjoy the fact that she did go on the Colbert Show and she did a. Oh, I forgot about the Hulk.
Yeah, that was the next one that came out.
that was not. That was an Ang Lee film, and it was pretty.
No. Ang Lee did the one with Eric Bana, which came out
okay.
after Spider-Man
That's the
2.
Jennifer Connelly one.
Correct.
Okay.
This is the
That's
one.
the one with Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler.
There you go.
By the way, I was trying to think when I was getting ready to do all this. Who was the female love interest in the Hulk movie? And if you had a gun to my head, I would have remembered it was Liv Tyler.
Oh, okay.
Because I only saw it once in the
No,
theater.
no. And her father was William Hurt.
In the movie,
Yeah.
yes,
Her
correct.
dad was played by William Hurt.
And he shows up in some of the other Avengers
Right,
movies.
and
yeah.
he's like a general or a lieutenant
he's a-
major in the
yeah,
army
exactly.
and whatever.
Yeah, who directed this one?
He
I
was
forget.
good. He was good.
Luis Letier did this one. Okay.
Okay, whoever he is.
Well, he did I Am Legend, I believe.
Okay, I will say this: I think they've gotten the Hulk animation down much better.
Much better in the Avengers.
later Avengers films. I like the transitional period when
Yeah.
he turns into Mark Ruffalo. In fact, now he actually looks like Mark Ruffalo.
And I think Mark is great in the role of
I do
Dr.
too.
Banner.
Yeah, I do too.
He's excellent. I mean, I liked what Edward Norton did. I like this movie, but it's
Edward
much
was good.
better with Mark Wahlberg, in my opinion.
Mark Ruffalo.
What did I say?
You said Mark Wahlberg.
No, yeah, Mark. I misspoke. Mark
I wouldn't mind
Ruffalo.
seeing Mark Wahlberg in one of these films.
Mark
but
Ruffalo.
I don't know how that would be. Here's something I do envy. I would love to be
kiss me
kissing
with Tyler.
Ed Norton right
And you
now.
know, I want to say,
No, I'd love to be
I
kissing.
actually kind of liked the Ang Lee, Eric Bana Hulk movie.
That was okay.
From 2003.
It was okay, yeah.
But here's the problem. It was going great, is what I always say. It was going great
Until
his father, played by Nick Nolte, turned into lightning.
There it
That
is.
bad ending.
Oh, okay.
Then, before that, the movie was great.
Okay.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
So.
But anyway, back to this one. This was okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We have Tim Roth.
I did like Tim.
He
He's
turns
good.
into Abomination
Oh, right,
at
right.
the ending.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. The Hulk films, I think, are more of the lesser films in the
Yeah.
series because they were so diverse. They didn't seem really a part of the Marvel universe
know.
yet. As the first one and the Ed Norton, of course, and the Eric Bana. I really do enjoy the Hulk's character, though, in the Thor Ragnarok film.
I
when
agree.
they're in the
I love
arena.
that film. Yeah.
I love that
That's
film
a great
too.
one. That is a
hilarious
wild ride.
film. It's on Netflix.
It's on par with the Guardians of the Galaxy films.
It
Like
really
this
is.
Crazy extravaganza.
Yeah,
It really
in fact,
is.
when we lost what's his name, the director. of the Guardians films.
Well, James Gunn.
James Gunn.
He did the first two.
Right, and then when you and I both said, hey, why don't they get that crazy guy?
Yeah, his name is Taika Waititi.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's doing some work on that Disney Star
Series?
Wars show.
Oh, is he?
Mandalorian,
Okay.
yeah.
And if you get the disc of Thor Ragnarok, which I have, and he does a whole behind the scenes.
That's good. He's funny guy. He does voices
hilarious.
too.
Hilarious.
He's funny.
Well, he does a main character.
The guy, the rock guy.
The rock.
Yeah, he was
the
great.
rock guy. Yeah, he's made out of a stone.
Yeah.
And he has this little creature that he carries around. Oh, look, he's dead now. Oh no, look, he's moving. He's back to life now. I mean, he's just so deadpan and hilarious.
He's great.
I loved him. He wanted to give himself a role. I thought he kind of
I thought he was
stole the
awesome,
show.
yeah. He was great.
I did. I thought he stole the show.
One thing that I was going to say that occurred to me a moment ago when I was thinking about the Tim Roth in Hulk, and this is an issue that I have with not just the Marvel movies. It happens a lot in the Marvel movies, but in a lot of movies in general, where we have the hero. He has a special ability. So Iron Man has the Iron Man suit, right?
Right.
Then the villain reveals himself, and what does he do? He gives himself the same power or the same suit. Happens in Jeff Bridges. He becomes a mentor. He creates a suit.
I know.
Tim Roth in the Hulk. He injects himself. He becomes the Hulk. You know, that kind of bores me. I feel like that's lazy writing. Let's just create another version of this to be the adversary.
I agree.
It kind of gets boring.
Yeah, I agree.
We've seen it a million times.
No, we do.
Yeah.
We see it not only in these kind of
But
films.
in movies in general.
In general.
Yeah, we
have
do that so much.
You know, there's Natalie Portman making a rare appearance.
Yes, in the Thor
If you want to
films.
go see Natalie in a just abysmal film, but a great ending is Vox Lux.
Yeah. The last 20 minutes is the best part.
She plays a rock star.
Yeah.
But I love her David Bowie, Katy Perry makeup, and
She's got a good movie coming out soon. Looks good. Yeah, I forget the title, but it's about an astronaut that comes back home.
Oh, okay.
And her life is all messed up.
All right.
That was cool. I like that element of Thor. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
And it looks like with her hand here, it looks like he's got a huge dong
Yeah.
hanging down.
A little bit.
You know, it's got a hook on it.
Yes.
Which is assembled by her hand.
I will say that Chris Hemsworth has grown on me quite a bit the past few years.
I think Chris
He's
Hemsworth
great.
is dynamite in
And-
the show.
and-
In the Avengers films, he really comes to life. And
Especially in Thor
holds his
Ragnarok,
own.
he's great.
He's great.
Thor looks
Yeah.
so much cooler with the short hair.
Oh, you think so?
I could care less.
I think that's the God of Thunder to me is the long hair.
I know, but I like the short look.
you?
It looks cool.
We haven't mentioned Thomas Hiddleston, who has
Hiddleston?
Hiddleston.
He's coming up. There's a
Hiddleston.
picture of him coming up.
Okay, playing Loki, and
As
I
Loki.
think he's wonderful as Loki. I
He's
really
good.
do. I
She
think
looks
he's-
great there.
She is a beautiful woman. There's
She
no
is.
question. What would you do for love? As she jumps off the end of the pier. They show these commercials
I know.
constantly still. It's an older commercial too. But in general, okay, so Captain America is your favorite character.
Yes.
The first film, one thing about that first film, which is just awesome, go back and watch it. There's
Yeah,
Loki.
there he is.
I love the way they made Captain America, Chris Evans, look like a skinny. He looks like me.
He's
He looks
skinny
like
and
a
scrawny.
skinny little
Yeah.
scrawny twerp.
There he is.
And there he is. But man, how they did that was
It was
great.
awesome.
It was
yeah.
Benjamin
Well,
Button
they used
deluxe.
the same technique they used
Technology.
for the Hobbits too, in the Lord of the Rings, where they shrunk the actors.
Oh, okay.
So it really worked. Now they've got it down to a science.
Yeah,
it
they
looks
do.
great
Well,
now.
everything's down to a science now.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And I love,
Which is good.
I just love the look of that first Captain America film.
Yeah, I do
We get
too.
the 1940s
Oh,
look.
I love it.
His
It's a
costume is
film noir.
awesome.
Plus, we have the woman who plays his love interest,
Yeah, she's great. She plays Agent Carter.
and she shows up. No, that's you're thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking about the woman who is his superior in the film, and she grows old while he's in ice.
Yeah, I thought she was Agent Carter because they gave her a show as well on a short-lived TV show.
No, that was I believe that was Colby Smulders. No.
No, that's the Shield. That's a different character.
Oh, okay.
No, that's in Shield.
Okay.
No, it's I believe her name was Agent Carter. I'm pretty sure because she had like a 1 or 2 season show.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
and,
she is.
Wasn't she in that film that we loved, The Beautiful Fantastic?
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
yes.
that was her.
That was a great film.
And what is her name?
I don't think I didn't write down the actors' names for this week.
Gosh darn! And she just I
Yeah,
went
her name
back,
is not Jerry.
Gemma. Is it Gemma?
No, not Gemma Adderton because she's the one that was in the other film. She was the one that was in Their Finest. that we
Oh,
liked.
right. Yes, we know
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And then there's the other one who was in the one that was in the Churchill film, the finest hour, the darkest hour.
Oh, the darkest hour. Yeah.
Mary, who's that? Who's that girl? What's her name? She played the secretary. You remember?
Yes, yes,
And she was
yes,
also
yes.
in the Cinderella.
Yes.
The Disney.
I'm
remake
picturing
of
her face
Cinderella.
right now. I know who you're
I
talking
can see her
about.
too. She's got a very
Yeah.
cute little.
Yeah.
I love
My
that
phone is
Cinderella.
charging, otherwise I pull up the IMDb.
There you go.
But what I was going to say is I love the element of Captain America films where they get into the USO tour
Yeah.
and he's got to do like, buy U.S. war bonds, and they do the whole like propaganda
I
thing
know.
with him. I thought it was just such a cool movie, a
It's
well-rounded
so cool.
movie.
No other film in the whole universe of Marvel is like that.
It's so good.
It's just got that real feel of the
It
40s.
does.
I love it.
Then we had
after-
Hugo Weaving as Red
Oh
Skull.
yeah. Well, that character I could have done without.
That was cool though.
I-
Like the sect of the Nazis, I thought that was neat.
Oh, that just
Rogue
looked too. That looked too much, almost like the guy.
But this movie's outrageous.
Who's the guy that plays? Who was in the Wonder Woman film? Who was the final guy? At
David
the end?
Thewlis?
David Thewlis. Yeah, it was kind of a take on that in a way. Not necessarily
really.
the look, but the whole power that he had, and
Yeah, but Red Skull didn't have any
once
powers.
he had the
really.
arch nemesis of has the.
I know, they always do that.
Ultra powers.
Yeah,
Blah
here
blah
it is.
blah. Oh no, this is Winter Soldier.
Well, I have all three posters one after another.
You know, I watched the first Captain America film literally 2 weeks ago. Not
Yeah.
even 8 days ago. 9 days. There she is. That's the woman I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's Agent Carter.
Agent Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was she in the show?
Yeah, she had her own show.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
it was
I'd love to
short-lived.
see. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, what a beautiful woman too. I really love her. But
Because I remember when it premiered, they were hyping a trailer for one of the new movies, the Marvel movies,
okay.
after the premiere.
So it had to be set in the 40s or so.
It did, yeah. It was set back
cool.
then, yeah. It
There
was a
he is,
period.
as a scrawny little
Yeah,
guy.
it was
yeah,
a
looks like
period
me.
show.
That's me as Captain America.
You're a little taller, though.
I might be, but the body's about the same.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm probably a little better muscularized than that. And of course, in Winter Soldier, here's our Winter Soldier guy, his best buddy,
Yeah.
who comes back from the 40s on ice world
Mm-hmm.
of death and so forth. But yeah, we had great little scenes like this with him doing the Captain America. It's
Lot
just
of
a
fun.
super cool film. I just adored it. Then I went and watched the second in the series is actually
The Winter Soldier.
The next film, no. The next film to feature Captain America is now the first Avengers film. That actually came right after. The first Captain America was
Oh, I see what you said.
2013.
You're talking about the chronology
Yes,
of
exactly.
the film. I see, yes,
so
it did. yeah.
2015, now we had the first Avengers film.
Well, no, the first Avengers film was 2012.
Oh, you're right.
I
You're
actually have the
absolutely
order here if you want.
right. Okay, cool.
I have it here.
No,
It's,
you are correct. You are correct.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
Iron Man,
2012.
Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2,
So
4.
Captain America
Yeah.
was
2011.
2011.
And 2012 was Marvel's
Okay.
The Avengers.
Then 2015 we have the next Avengers film.
Yeah, 2014.
Then 2015 we have the next Captain America film. That is
Yeah,
correct.
That was 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when did Civil War come?
Civil War was 2016.
No, I'm talking when was Winter Soldier then?
Oh, that was 2014.
But what I'm saying is that in between the first Captain America and the second Captain
We have
America, we
Avengers.
had the Avengers
We
film.
have the first Avengers film, followed by Iron Man 3.
Correct.
Followed by Thor. Why don't we just
I'm
read off
getting
the
at,
chronology for
What I
film?
wanted to see, though, Captain America in the first film, we all know this is not a big spoiler. You know, if you haven't seen Captain America by now, then you shouldn't be watching this show.
True.
So the first Captain America, he goes down. He has to. He's on his way to New York to blow up New York from Germany or wherever.
Save New York,
Save
yeah.
New York. He has to dive into the water. So he now becomes an Arctic preservatory,
Mm-hmm.
basically a big giant frozen embryo
Yes,
for
yes.
40 years, I believe it is. Well, it might even be more. It might be 70 years. It might be more.
Well,
It has to be. If he goes down in the 40s and he wakes
Well,
up in the 2000s.
2012 or whatever.
Yeah,
Because it's
so
real
we're
time.
talking 70 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so within that time, so I wanted to see, because I remembered it vividly, where he goes back, he tells her, this
The
woman
Agent
whose
Carter.
name we can't remember,
Yes.
Agent Carter, who is his superior, of
Yes.
course, in the film, and she's working hand in hand with, who is she working with? She's working with the other head of the, who ends up, I believe he ends up getting killed. She's working hand in hand with, it's a famous actor too. It's not,
Wasn't she working with Redford?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, that's
she's
right.
with
Tommy
Tommy
Lee
Lee Jones,
That's
yeah.
right. I remember that.
You know, we got great cast throughout these films.
Yeah, they do. That's right.
Constantly.
Tommy Lee was he was like the drill sergeant.
He was like
almost.
the drill sergeant.
Yeah. I remember that.
Exactly. And then, so there's a scene there where he comes out of the ice. I was expecting to see that, and I remembered it vividly, where he visits her at the hospital.
Yes.
She is now...
She's dying, right?
She's dying.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's not really dying, but she's an old woman now.
But don't we see her death? I thought in one scene, in one of the movies.
I don't believe we
thought
see
we
her
saw that.
death. We see her kind of
It's
nod
implied
off.
that she's dying.
It could very well be.
There's Redford.
Yeah, I know. Redford shows up in here, kind of cool.
In the Winter Soldier.
Exactly, Winter Soldier. I'm about 38 minutes into Winter Soldier, so. But I wanted to see the scene where he meets her again.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't remember which film it was. I thought it had to be the Avengers first, not the first, but the second Avengers film, only because that would be the second.
Yeah, I don't remember which
chronology,
one it was in, to be
but
honest.
it was actually in Winter Soldier. That's where he meets her again. And
okay,
he
that
goes
makes
back.
sense.
He's watching old films of himself, and he sees her on the side.
That's cool.
And he's now remembers her.
I enjoyed
So
those
he looks her up
elements too, where
Yeah.
he's like a fish out of the water looking at the current society. Oh my
Precisely.
God, look at how much has changed.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's got the bets going on with some of the characters, this and that. There's one scene where he's in the aircraft carrier and he wins a bet, I guess, with either Samuel L. Jackson or with.
Oh yeah, and he hands him the 10
Yeah,
bucks.
that was fun.
It was fun.
There's just a lot of fun scenes, you know.
There
and,
really are. It's
I remember
very-
thinking that flying aircraft carrier was incredible in Avengers, the first
Oh, the
Avengers.
first one.
It was
Yeah,
impossible
that was
technology, but awesome. So
all the
cool.
technology in these films
I know.
is mind blowing. There's a great scene in the second one, not the one before Age of Ultron. What's the one? No, that's the first Avengers.
First
so it has to be
Avengers.
Age of Ultron.
Yes.
There's a great scene in Age of Ultron. Now, of course, we bring in the character played by Paul Bettany and also Elizabeth Olsen. They now become part of the
Scarlet
team.
Witch, yeah.
She's Scarlet Witch.
And then Paul Bettany
is the
becomes
guy with
Vision.
he becomes Vision.
Because up until that point,
Right.
he was just doing the voice of Jarvis.
exactly.
And then he becomes the manifestation of Jarvis
Jarvis, who is kind of the Alexa
or Siri of
for
Iron Man.
Yeah. Namely Robert Downey
And I gotta
Jr.
say, I thought that the character of Vision, and still do think it's awesome.
I love
it's
it.
a cool character.
Great looking
He looks
character.
awesome.
Looks dynamite.
I just love the idea of it. It's
I
just
love
so
his
neat.
acting. I love
He's
Paul
great.
Bettany. He's just
I like how he falls in love with
Elizabeth
Olsen,
right.
and they're on the run, and it's great.
It is great. Her brother is played by the guy who was in Kick-Ass. Also
Yes,
in
and
that
he's
Godzilla
married to
film.
that old woman director. Yeah, well, not old, but she's older than him.
She's an older woman.
Yeah, I'm
director.
sorry, forgive me.
Yeah.
I don't mean older than him.
All right, Sonny, come over and give me some nookie.
But yeah, he's pretty good. Kick-ass. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's
in
been
that
in a bunch
second,
of stuff.
He's now in a lot of stuff. Well, he's in the Godzilla film.
The first one with
the new one.
with the one with
Gotta
Bryan
be-
Cranston. He's in.
And Elizabeth Olsen.
And Elizabeth
She's in that
Olsen,
too.
you're right.
So they're going to be back, I would assume. The new Godzilla film comes out. No, but that's the one with the little girl from Stranger Things.
Yeah, I don't think
She's
Elizabeth
back
Olsen's
in
back
that.
in that.
Probably not. She's got too many duties.
Didn't her brother character though in Avengers die?
Yeah, he gets
died.
killed.
He gets killed.
He gets killed.
In Ultron.
Right, and
You know-
he dies protecting. Captain America goes to save a little boy
That's
who's
right.
across the street,
Yeah.
and he's just got super speed. He's like the Flash.
Yeah, Quicksilver or something like
But
that.
he's got a little power too, yeah. So he goes over and he blocks these bullets that are coming
That's
from
right.
this. You know, I kind of got to say that the first Avengers film and the second Age of Ultron, they're just fighting these killer robots in both films.
well, the
has been
first
brought
one.
by
Well, the first
Loki.
one are aliens.
Well, they're aliens, but they look exactly
like,
the same.
They do, but
because I
they're
watched both films.
Honestly, they're kind of lazy looking. The costume and the effects are kind of lazy. In the
Oh, I
first one.
disagree.
I
I
don't
think they
think-
look great.
I don't think they're that inventive looking.
Well, they're not that inventive,
No.
but as aliens, but they look exactly the same as the same creatures that are robots.
In the
Now
second
these
one,
are creatures.
Ultron,
these
yeah.
aliens have been brought down by Loki.
Yes.
He cuts a hole in the
whatever,
atmosphere,
and they come in,
whatever it is, the solar world. If only they could close up Australia, maybe our global warming wouldn't be so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But so all these creatures are coming through this big gap, which is caused by his scepter, which
Yeah.
of course comes from the first Captain America movie. It's made out of this square thing. That's the thing that is on its way to blow up New York.
Yes.
And that Captain has to dive it into the
Yes,
ocean.
yes.
So, I was a little disappointed that both. I gotta say, Nick Fury, once again, here I am pointing at the screen because he's there, but he's
great.
dynamite. He's
I love
such
him.
a constant.
He's a great. I was gonna tell you, he's a great
He really
continuity
is.
from each film to the next.
You know, we see him get killed by Loki though. In one particular scene, he's in the world with the guy who is the guy from Shield,
Clark Gregg,
who dies. He dies
in one of the movies
in that second
Yeah.
Avengers film.
He does. Yeah.
Dies in Age of Ultron. He gets killed.
Oh yeah.
And of course, they brought him back for the Shield show, and he's also on that.
But the show is almost kind of a prequel, isn't it? Isn't it like its own thing?
Is it?
I don't know if it takes place in the same timeline as the regular movies do.
I believe he's also might be. No, he's not. I was thinking he's also in that movie on the CW, which is Channel 11,
Yes.
basically. There's a show there, and I think he might play one of the characters. No, I'm wrong.
Maybe.
I'm wrong. He doesn't.
I mean, they do bring him back for Captain Marvel, but
Yeah,
that's
that's a
obviously
DC show.
20 years prior.
Oh, okay.
That's a prequel.
Yeah. We see him get iced, though. We see him,
Yeah.
but we do see Nick Fury get shot and go down by Loki. He brings in these henchmen that come in and just mow him down.
Well, wasn't that when he kind of
goes
faked his
down.
own death to disappear for a while? Because then he comes back, and he was in hiding. for a
No,
while.
that was the one where he's being chased. That great car chase.
Oh, that's right. When he's inside the SUV.
He's inside the
And
SUV,
yeah, it's in the streets.
and
yeah.
the police
Yeah,
are
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
working
yeah.
for.
Wasn't that in Winter Soldier?
I believe it is a
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
because that's
right
when
near the
they
beginning.
that's when they all went rogue.
Yeah.
and he got Frank Grillo after him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this conversation is probably impossible to follow because we're just doing kind of a train of thought between the two.
Which is kind of cool. We've been wanting to do a train of thought for a while.
I know, but
even
it
though now
doesn't-
it's just
it doesn't
in the
help.
Marvel world.
It doesn't help our 3.5 viewers to
fine.
understand precisely what we're doing.
They can look at the pretty images.
We can talk about the Scarlett Johansson character. I really love her in this series.
I think she's great.
I think she's great.
She's gonna have her own movie soon.
Gonna have her own Black
In the
Widow,
next
but
phase.
she's not in it. It's not her in it.
What do you mean?
They have a new Black Widow.
I didn't hear that. I thought
Yeah.
no. I just heard that.
No,
I
no.
just heard that it's her.
No. There's a new film, and it's not going to be with her. They have somebody else.
That
playing
doesn't
her.
make sense because
I
I just
totally
heard.
agree.
I just read that Florence Pugh was in negotiations to join her in the new movie. I think you're mistaken.
Oh well.
I'm pretty
there's
sure
some
it's
other-
her.
there's
Why
some
would they
other-
replace her at this point?
Well, she's the Black Widow, correct?
Yeah, why would they bring in another actor?
I just read it somewhere, and maybe they're doing a TV show and another
Maybe they're
actor.
doing a show.
That could be. There's
he-
the Paul Bettany
there's-
character
yeah.
as the Vision.
There's Vision.
Just great character.
Awesome looking.
Look at that face. I mean,
It's
of
cool.
course everybody's suit has these kind of ingrained
Yeah.
alien-esque from the first Alien movie. You know, those lines and those
I
incredible.
know what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Everybody's suit just looks so cool. Here's
Yeah.
lines. We have the the big T almost here, and here he is as a human being, of
Yeah.
course, with Elizabeth Olsen. I think Elizabeth Olsen's very good in this show.
She's good.
I do love Scarlett, though. I think she's a great addition to the cast, and of course, she falls in love with Mark Ruffalo in Age of Ultron. They have an actual, she's madly in love with him. You forgot that.
I did forget that.
Yeah,
that's right.
I forgot it too.
That's right.
And suddenly I'm watching all this stuff unfold. Now,
Speaking of Ultron,
there he is. Yeah, he's very good.
voiced by James Spader.
James Spader plays the voice. I checked on that.
Yeah.
I think he's very good.
He's good.
He's kind of low key. Low key.
Yes.
But there's Scarlett and Mark, and they're best buddies in real life. Also,
Yeah.
whenever they're on a show together. And by the way, today, all of the Avengers, including the president of Marvel movies,
Kevin Feige or whatever.
Kevin Feige,
Feige.
right? I think it's him.
Feige
Got
5.
their fee fi fo fum. I smell the blood
Yeah.
of Avengers come. But anyway, so they
Thanks for
all
that.
got their hands and feet in front of the Grauman's Chinese
Oh,
Theater.
none of them had their hands before?
Only Robert Downey.
Oh,
He's the
interesting.
only one who had done in 2007.
Pretty cool.
He got it for his original, just his acting in general.
Yeah.
But
And that was
everybody
before
else,
Iron Man.
everybody else, right.
If it was
Everybody
07, that
else,
was before.
no, well, he did Chaplin, he did.
Yeah, but I
Elijah
mean,
stuff.
he was still ascending at that point.
No, he's been ascending since 1990
No,
or
no.
85.
He,
I mean, he's been
when,
around for a
not when
long
he was
time.
in jail. He was odd man out for a while, and he slowly, in the late '90s, early 2000s, started to come back into favor after
Oh,
his
okay.
rehab and all that
Oh,
shit.
all right, yeah.
Because remember, he had relapsed and he was doing drugs in
Yeah, he
somebody's
was doing
house.
drugs, right.
No,
I
it took
do
him a
recall.
while to ascend again.
Okay.
Because I remember in it took
That
a
was
bit.
post Chaplin or pre Chaplin?
Oh, post Chaplin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, post.
Yeah, but I'm saying, when did he actually start? When was that movie that he did he played a drug addict? It was I think James Spader was in that film.
Oh, you're talking about Bad Influence or Less Than Zero?
Less Than Zero.
Yeah. Well, no,
That's
he was
one
a
of his
big
first
star
films.
for a while.
What year was that film?
I want to say Less Than Zero was like 88.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said he started his career back in the 80s. You're saying, no.
No, that's not. You're missing my point. Not what I said. I said ascended to where he is now. He
Oh,
was
no,
never
no.
as big of a star then as he is now.
Well, of course not.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
an Avenger, for Christ's
But my
sake.
point is, he wouldn't have earned a spot on the Walk of Fame until close to this period.
No,
he
no,
never
I
would have got.
I got you.
That's what I was saying.
But
and
I'm
it
just
took him
saying-
a while to get back into the graces of
Okay,
Hollywood
but
again.
you seemed almost a little surprised when I said that, you know.
No, not at all.
He
He's
had
been around.
accumulated.
No, he was in back to school for crying out loud.
Exactly.
No,
and he
I've
had
known him for a long
accumulated
time.
his hands and feet on in front of the Grauman's, not necessarily Grauman's Theater, but
No.
but
In the Walk of Fame.
In the Walk of Fame there on
I know.
Hollywood
I'm just
Boulevard.
surprised that it happened before Iron Man. Because Iron
Yeah.
Man was 08. If it happened before that, I'd be surprised.
It did.
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah.
That's when he
Good
got
for
it
him.
first. So all of them today were put. I'm surprised they have any room left in front of Grauman's Chinese Theater.
I know. I don't know that
I mean,
either.
how
Yeah.
the hell did they do it? But they had a live feed coming in
That's
through
pretty cool.
Variety, and you could actually watch and so forth. They mentioned Wakanda in like not the first, but the second Age of Ultron. We don't see any of the Wakandans.
But they mentioned-
But it's
mentioned,
mentioned,
yeah.
you know, and what kind of people would live there, you say to yourself.
Exactly.
And back in Illinois, there was a town called
I know.
Wakanda. And you know who lived right outside there in
You did.
Libertyville? Well, I did. But I lived in the same town as Marlon Brando did.
Cool.
And you could go over to Marlon's house sometimes. He lived, his mother's...
As a kid.
Well, his mom's name was Loving, or his aunt was Doris Loving was her name. And Marlon would sit on the front steps, I swear to God, and he'd wear this like big ugly sombrero, and he would just sit there. And a friend of mine actually went over and did some work, and got to meet Marlon, and was talking to him and so forth. And Marlon said, "So what do you do? What kind of work do you do? What do you want to do?" And Marlon actually interviewed him for the job.
That's cool.
And he had to go out and just do some, not plowing, but lift some cotton or bale or hay or. And Marlon would say, "All right now, you get down on your knees and, show me some acting skills, you little twerp." No, that's not true. That guy's name was Doug Mills. The guy who, no, not Doug Mills, Doug Jones was his name. And I worked for him at a record store, and the record store.
I'm sure he's glad you mentioned him now.
I'm sure he is, but he was a
Now, did you
strange
go
fellow.
when you lived in Illinois? Did you go see Marlon Brando's house?
I never went to see his house.
Why?
I don't know why. I guess I
busy
didn't
getting
really,
laid.
No, I really didn't know where it was. I was a manager of a store.
I know
I
you
had
were.
my own record store.
I know you did.
So, and it was called Dog Ear Records.
I still want you to write a book about those years in Chicago.
Well,
you lived some interesting. You've told me a lot of interesting stories.
I have many interesting
I
stories.
think you should write a memoir.
And 99% of them, I don't even know if I've ever told you, but I have many interesting
I don't know what
stories.
you're waiting for. Sit down and write that
I'm
memoir.
really thinking about it. Every time I walk into Barnes & Noble, I say to myself, my God, the written word is worth a lot of bucks.
Yeah.
People
love a good
dust
memoir.
balls be damned.
Yes.
I'm talking. There's some big money out there.
I know
to be
there
made.
is.
Bernie Sanders just said the other night. He said, "You want to be a millionaire? Just write a best-selling book. You'll be a millionaire."
It's true.
It's that simple. Look at Obama. Look at Michelle Obama. My God, that book is like. Going
Well,
through
those
the roof.
two, all they have to do is.
Yeah, but
you know.
she is an incredible writer.
They are.
That's a great book, actually. I
I
was
agree.
reading a little bit of it the other day. But anyway, here are the Avengers. We didn't mention Jeremy Renner here yet.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy's
He's
a pretty
good.
good addition.
I feel like he's kind of he's got a tough spot because he has to play a character that's not anybody's favorite. He does a great job with what he's been given, but I don't think
Do
he's
you know
any.
who plays his wife in Age of Ultron?
I forget. I know it's somebody prominent.
It's somebody prominent.
Who?
It's Viggo Mortensen's wife,
Oh, Linda Cardellini.
Linda
That's
Cardellini.
right.
Yeah,
yes.
there she is.
Yes.
And she's got those funky little, lines on her
Yeah.
face, and you always know her. But I like her very much, and she's
Yeah,
very
she's great. I'm happy
Yeah.
to see that she's getting a lot of big,
A lot of
high-profile
people-
roles.
I had no idea she was that role. I mean, you
Yeah.
go back and watch these
Well,
movies
yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and you see these little bit characters that,
great.
oh, God, here they are.
Well, you know why too is because they, I guess they're kind of given, hey, you know what, this might be a more significant role later in another film.
Could be.
I doubt she'll. Maybe she will, but I doubt she'll do the Hawkeye TV show. I don't know
No.
because they're doing that, but he's doing it. I mean, Jeremy
Yeah, I heard
Renner's doing
Jeremy
that.
Renner is going to do that, which should be kind of fun.
Interesting.
I
I think for him that'll be a great chance to really flesh out the character.
suppose. Very possible. Very possible.
But yeah, what was I saying? I think he does a fine job with the character because, like I said,
think so, too.
it's not really that exciting. Okay, he's an archer.
Well, he's the green.
You know?
He's the Green Arrow, basically.
exactly.
But there's a certain few things where I remember he's there's a lot of little comic moments where he's. There's some villain, bad guy, whatever, and they'll say, "Oh, you think you're going to shoot me with some arrow? Oh, that's not going to work." Yeah, but it's it's sedative arrow,
Oh, yeah.
and then they go, Oh, and they
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
over. So there's some great comic moments there, but here we have once again Guardians of the Galaxy, pretty much in the same world.
Mm-hmm.
But to get into Infinity War, let's talk about that film for a little while because that's the precursor here,
Yeah.
and that's the big reason why Endgame
Yeah.
is going to be.
Oh,
I
of
almost said
course.
Ender's Game.
I know,
but
you
I'm
almost
not
said it
going
again.
to because Harrison Ford's not in this film.
Mm-hmm.
But I love this girl, by the way. I think she's very cute. I'd even take her with her little antennae.
Her name is something Pomtalif. It's like an odd name like that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean these movies. I'm sorry, Infinity War is. It's an incredible film.
It's an incredible film. It's 2 hours and 29 minutes
Yeah.
long. It's a lengthy little piece of work, but I'll tell you something. I did hear that once Josh Brolin was just on some show yesterday talking about that. Yes, those are his buttocks. Apparently, we see Thanos' rear end. I guess.
Great, because I know we're dying to see that.
Yeah, who isn't? But I'm not. This almost looked like that was Guardians.
It was Guardians,
It was
yes.
the beginning of the second. I believe.
Yes.
But yeah, Infinity War, I think is a really fantastic film.
I think so,
I just
too.
love it. I wonder if we're
Really
going to see.
exciting.
I feel like we're not going to see Doctor Strange, however, in the new.
He'll be in there. No, of course he'll
You
be in
think
there.
so?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I think he dissipated though.
Yeah, but I think
he's-
we'll see them in some form again.
Well, I realize that, but there hasn't even been any mention of him. He's like kind of obsequiously gone.
Is he
into
now part of the publicity tour right now?
obliviation. No, not at all. No, it's just the basics. Chris and Scarlett,
original.
Mark and Chris.
So the original
Hemsworth
members of the
Evans.
band only.
Yeah, the original members of the band. That's basically it. I did watch.
They are the Avengers.
Yeah.
All these other characters are side characters within
Well,
the universe, but they're
yeah.
not technically Avengers. At least as
Elizabeth
we
Olsen kind of is. Now.
kind of in.
Yeah,
kind of her.
she's
but
kind
the
of-
rest are kind of just, by association.
Every time I watch Elizabeth Olsen in Age of Ultron, she's just doing this.
I know.
So I just kind of picture her in a studio in a green screen room, just doing this all day.
I know.
Whoosh, whoosh.
It's gotta
she
get
blows her
Yeah, it gotta be a
magical,
challenge after a while to keep doing all these
Yeah.
things in front of a green screen because they
Exactly.
spend an incredible amount of their time in green
I
screen
know.
studios.
Well, on Game of Thrones, I was able to watch Khaleesi, our brilliant Emilia Clarke,
On the dragon,
get on the
Yeah.
dragon, which is not a real dragon at all. It's just a big giant.
it's like Urban Cowboy. She's riding the horse.
It's basically a bull. It's a big
or
giant
bull, mechanical
thing.
bull. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big giant creation,
Yeah.
and she has to get on it, and it's difficult. She said it's hard to get onto, and it's a little painful. She has to get up there and climb up this thing, and she gets up there and so forth. But yeah, making movies is not an
It's
easy
not all fun
thing.
and games.
But I'll tell you, there's just wonderful stuff in Infinity War, and it's just got us all on the edge of our seat here.
Yeah, I mean, I was
for,
captivated the entire
this
time when I saw
Thursday
that.
night,
I
tomorrow,
can't wait.
Thursday night, Friday. It's all gonna.
When are you going?
Culminate. I haven't really decided yet because I don't really want to go. I don't know if I'm going to make it by next Tuesday, which is when we plan to do our review.
Really? Why wouldn't you have time to go before that?
I'm just worried about. I'm worried about the first weekend just being Obliviation City that I'm not going to be able to actually get in.
Well, if you buy your ticket today for Sunday, you'll get in.
I realize that.
So why
I
don't you just buy your
suppose.
ticket for Sunday or Monday afternoon?
You know why? Because I don't want to really go in there where there's just it's a full audience. And
Yeah, but if you go for like a 2:00 show on Monday, you should have, all the kids are going to be in school.
well,
it's not
that's
like
true.
it's summer.
All right, so
They're
I would do
all the
that.
kids are going by the end of Sunday night. That's
Yeah.
when the kids are going. You go Monday at 2 p.m. in your local theater.
All right.
You're not going to have
No,
a
I'm
packed
at the
theater.
IMAX. Okay.
You're not going to hit a packed theater. then.
Okay.
It'll
I
be
gotta
you
say
in
something.
the Q-tip heads.
I am so disgusted with going to the movies lately, even when there's 4 or 5 people in it. As I mentioned to you, I'm constantly dealing with people on
This
their
character looks cool, by the
goddamn
way.
phones.
I know, it's
I
annoying.
hate it.
It is annoying.
I hate it again.
I know.
I sat. What did I watch? The last film that I saw.
You told me that the girl was on the phone
Hellboy.
the whole time.
Well, no, that was the horror film. That's when I saw Pet Cemetery. Yeah,
Oh.
she was on the phone the whole time, and I was gonna really lambate. I was gonna yell at her, but then I saw she just looked like this really cute little girl, and she was
You
adorable.
let her off.
I let her off the hook. I
Like a
was
cop
really
with a
gonna.
speeding ticket.
I was gonna scream at her.
Yeah.
You ruined this movie for me. But the last time I went, I saw Hellboy. how do I time this just right? It just blows my mind. Here we had, now I had three guys, three young, I'm not going to say, I don't know if they're teenagers, they look like they were 18, 19, whatever. Sitting literally, I'm here right in the middle, I get right in the center when I go to the theater. I want to be right in the middle. And at least far back enough that, there's enough space between me and the world, and the whole thing is coming at me in one enveloping experience that I just love. That massive canvas just powering its sound and vision upon me. These three guys are sitting there, okay, during the, and I don't mind during the trailers, of which I get to see very little.
Yeah.
I time it perfectly. I was very proud of myself. Pet Sematary. I got there right as the Paramount logo went on. I timed it 22 minutes. 22 minutes to the minute. That's how I did it.
Good for you.
And one time, I went to see something recently at Palisades, and there was a Chinese, Korean, Japanese man standing outside the theater, and he too didn't want to go in. He was waiting for the credits to end. And he was just standing there like this, going, looking at his watch, going blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, as soon as the I say credits, but as soon as the trailer was over, he came walking up. These three guys are sitting next to me. Okay, during the trailer, there they are. One guy's got his phone out, playing with the phone. Okay, that's okay, as long as they put the phone away by the time the film comes on. If they don't put it away within 5-10 minutes, now I have to say, excuse me, would you please put that away? It's I'll say something. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care.
I've said something before. You gotta.
I went to a John Anderson concert recently. John Anderson, the lead singer of Yes. A man right next to me. The whole damn concert. I'm not kidding. For the first half hour of the show, he's looking at hockey scores on his phone.
Why is he at a concert then?
Exactly. Well, he went because his wife, who's sitting on the other
so
side
she
of
dragged him.
She wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
So then I just said to him, "Excuse me, are you going to look at that the entire concert?" And he looked at me like, "Am I going to look at this the entire concert?" And he was angry, and he was mad. Now, I had gotten along with him. I'm talking to him and his wife, like before the show actually started. We had some kids from School of Rock get up there. We had 12 kids on the stage doing Yes songs and Gimme Shelter, and it was an interesting little concert. I really enjoyed it. And then, as it turned out, it wasn't just him. Oh God, I never told you this story. I'll be very brief. I should actually tell the one about the three kids. Let me talk about the three kids first.
Oh my God.
The three kids.
We're off track here.
I know we are, and I'm derailing the train even further here to go back to the three kids. This is what they did that destroyed the film for me. They sit there, the whole thing, they bought a big giant bucket of popcorn, right? So through the whole movie I hear tap, 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 tap. Gong, 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 gong. They must have bought 3 buckets of popcorn between the 3 of them, or 4 of them, however many there were. Constantly hitting the popcorn thing. Okay, you want some more? Okay, yeah. Pass it down to Joey. He wants some. Oh, okay. Tap, 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 tap. The whole fucking movie.
That's
the whole
annoying.
fucking
That's
movie.
annoying.
It was like even worse than just put your phones on so I could just, shield my eyes from the whole bit. This was the worst thing. Let's go back to the John Anderson concert. The lead singer of Yes, my God, he was outrageously fantastic. The guy's got to be 70, 68 anyway, whatever he is right now. I don't know. The man's voice, long distance, run around. He's got that silver-plated throat. I've always said John Anderson, one of the most beautiful voices. He sounded like you turned on a radio in 1972 and he sounded identical.
That's
Unless
cool.
they synthesized his voice or something, but I don't believe they did. I think the man just has an outrage. I followed his career. I have all his solo
Probably
albums.
taking very good care of his throat.
Yes.
Well,
I hope so.
you got to take care of yourself. It's not
Exactly.
going to last.
Yeah.
It's an
And there's always
instrument.
Dr. Darrell's 2-ball solution. It's an incredible throat soother that... no, I'm kidding. That's not true. Well, it is true, but it wouldn't be utilized by Mr. Ed. Hopefully his wife... let's not get disgusting now.
Let's not.
But, okay.
Let's get back
Now,
to the Marvel conversation.
Here we go. No, before we go back to the Marvel, I got to tell this one real quick.
All right.
Okay, so the guy next to me turns off his phone. Never turned it back on again for the rest of the 2-hour show. There was a break also in the middle. And then he did go back and look at his damn hockey scores through the 15, 20-minute break. There is a guy sitting 2 seats down from me in front of me. He's got a baseball cap on backwards. This guy, he's not even filming the concert. Now, he was a very exceptionally knowledgeable fellow about the Yes universe. Rick Wakeman's going to be at the Royal Albert Hall putting on Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Robert Powell's going to be doing the narration. Oh my God, it's going to be an incredible show. I'm going to try and get tickets and fly over to England. He really knew his stuff, but there was a derangement there. There was something about this guy. The entire show has his phone like this. He's not taking pictures of John Anderson on stage. He's taking selfies. He's taking selfies. Like he turns the hat off back around front and he goes, snap, snap, cocks his head, snap. I can't believe anybody, I can't believe anybody sitting right next to him could actually allow, he's holding the phone up like that. And the audience is, there's a full audience here. Not a full audience. There was a lot of empty seats there for Mr. John Anderson. It was a solo tour, but I'll tell you, I just sat there in awe. I just want to, and he'd smile. And, oh God!
There's a lot of people that I see on Facebook all the time going live at different events, and a lot of times they're at a concert, they're at a performance.
selfies.
Well, no, they're going live on Facebook. I'm live here at this show right now.
Well, that I don't
what do you
care.
think about this?
Okay.
But a lot of times you can't even make out what's going on because it's overmodulated or
Exactly.
it's not loud
The sound
enough.
is horrifying.
Yeah, so it's like a waste of time.
Well, I saw Donovan at a concert. They were at the same place,
Yeah.
the Bergen Pacific Arts Center.
He's the guy that does that song, Somebody's Watching Me, right?
No.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of
the guy that sang with Michael Jackson.
Donovan sang.
Okay.
Hurdy-gurdy man singing songs of love.
Yeah, I know that song.
And he did, Atlantis and Jennifer.
I'm thinking of another guy with a single name.
Hurricane in Green Lantern ain't got nothing on me. Anyway, there was an Iranian gentleman. I don't know if he was Iranian. Perhaps he was Pakistani. Perhaps he was Syrian. Perhaps he was Sri Lankan. I don't know. But anyway, he's sitting directly in front of me, holding his phone up. Now, Donovan just did a solo tour. I know we're getting off the subject here. We probably exhausted the universe of Avengers. Anyway.
We're in Daryl's concert universe.
Now we're in Daryl's concert universe. So this guy's sitting directly in front of me, filming the concert. He's sitting directly in front of me, holding his phone up there, his little iPhone. I cannot now see Donovan properly because he's holding this flashing.
Well, that's messed up.
Script. I now tap him on the shoulder. This went on for 10, 15 minutes. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to look around him. Okay.
So you got fed up.
People standing up during certain songs. They sit down again. He's doing this. I tap him on the shoulder, and this was the best response I could have possibly gotten. I tap him on the shoulder and I said, "Excuse me, you're ruining this entire concert for me, holding your phone directly in front of my face." Just like that. I'm pissed off. I'm a pissed off audience member because when people don't respect other people in a concert movie environment, I get pissed off.
I don't blame you. You're
and
a paying
I like
customer.
the way the screen just went into a bright yellow when I said that.
It was good timing.
It was good timing, but I was so angry at this goddamn guy. Well, he turns around and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I am so sorry. I would never have done that. Oh, please forgive me. Forgive me." Now
you feel bad.
No. Not only do I don't feel bad. I just want him to stop. I don't give a goddamn what makes him stop. I just want him to stop. But now, every 15 minutes, he not only does he turn his phone off, but he comes back to me. And I said, "Don't you want to enjoy the concert anyway? Are you just getting it to watch on your phone later on? The guy's right in front of you. You can watch him live right now.
I know. Yeah.
You don't have to go home and watch it on your stupid phone. You've got a great memory, right?" He now says to me, I kid you not, every 15 minutes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I ruined the concert for you. Oh, please forgive." Then at the end of the show, I thought he was going to come over and hug me. And he did. At one point, he came right up to me and he goes, "Oh, please." He put his hand on, "Please, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to."
Can I buy you a prostitute to make you feel better?
Well, I would have said, "Certainly you can."
Yeah.
But, now it was like,
Overkill.
like some Indian, and you saved his life. Now he's going to devote his life to you.
Well, it's like
Talking
Chewbacca with the
Tonto.
life debt. Chewbacca owed on his
That's
life.
what I mean.
Yeah.
The life debt.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the guy he couldn't stop apologizing to me. What was worse, filming the show or Well, filming the show was worse.
Yeah, it is
no
worse.
question about it. So here we have the lovely Rachel
Dr.
McAdams,
Strange.
brilliant Benedict Cumberbatch.
Which is, I gotta watch the movie again. That was a wild movie,
It's a
too.
great film.
Very visual.
Very visual, fantastic
Yeah.
3D.
Very
I have
cool.
the 3D film.
Yeah.
I have the glasses. I have the TV.
And he was very good.
I love Benedict. I think he's dynamite.
He's a great actor.
I'm very glad that he's in this universe. I think it's a great movie. Thor is in the film with
Yes,
him quite
shows
a bit.
up.
He shows up, and there's a lot of great little fun moments. I do like the interaction between
Yeah.
all the films.
Well, that's what I love is that there's always these little things that tie them all together.
There's always a
whether
door
it's a
open.
reference,
Yeah.
a character showing up.
This is a painting. For
Yeah, I thought
didn't
this
even
was
realize
cool.
it.
It's like fan art or something. I thought it was pretty
Oh,
cool.
this is after the big car accident.
Yeah, when he first is my hands. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
And now we
Can't be
got
a surgeon anymore.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Oh, there's the Avengers Tower. That's right.
Oh
That's
yeah.
cool.
Well, it used to be the Tony Stark Tower.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, of course, it got destroyed in the first
Yeah.
Avengers film.
Here's Tom Hollander, who I think is actually the best Spider-Man.
You do?
I think he's pretty good.
I don't know.
I like him. I like this
that
take
voice, that
on the
falsetto
character.
voice, kind of ruins it.
But
In
that's
fact,
the young kind of.
you know, we had Spider-Man on the
cocky.
show. Here
You
on
did.
the
You
show.
played him very well.
I played him. Well, I played him so
Hey, guys.
obnoxiously.
You did.
know.
Hey, my agent, what are you doing getting me this kind of goddamn gig?
Yeah.
I hate this. Hey.
Yes.
It was just horrifying. And even you said, everybody I know that saw that show
Yeah.
said to me later, I couldn't watch more than 15 minutes. Your voice was just so aggravated.
I know, it was
I
annoying.
could not actually watch the show
I
anymore.
know.
So, I
But
don't
I'm
know.
glad you wore that real skin tight outfit.
Oh yeah, it really emphasized my sagging breasts and my hunched over
You've lost weight since then, I think, though.
I probably have,
Yeah.
yeah. But my horrendous posture, which of course I do look like I've been ringing bells in the
Well,
I'm
not
so
anymore.
sorry to say the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah.
I saw an Onion the other day. Of course,
love the Onion.
satirical
great.
newspaper of the country. You actually could buy the Onion many years ago. You could go to the store and buy.
Oh,
the
they used to
paper.
have a paper?
Oh, it's great. Every
so fun.
little article was hilarious.
There's so many people that don't know it's satire. They're
I
like,
know,
that's not
I
true.
know. Well, that's why I like to send it out
I know.
on Facebook
I know,
once
me
in a
too.
while. But one of the funny bits that they had was the president of France, I forgot to start
Right now, it's Macron.
Macron.
Emmanuel
right.
Macron.
Okay, Emmanuel Macron doesn't know how to tell all these billionaires that it's only going to cost $200
To do that,
fix
the renovation.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why tell them,
Yeah.
Macron? Just take all that extra money and put
That
it in
was
your
funny.
pocket or whatever. Yeah, it is rather funny. Here's Robert Downey. And he was just a little too young for me.
Okay.
I thought the Tobey Maguire. I'm not a big Tobey Maguire fan.
Yeah.
But I thought he was a great.
He was good. The first two
and
Spider-Man were
Kirsten
good.
Dunst.
The third one was
Well, that
a
was
mess.
a silly one.
A
That
mess.
was where he's in
I
the
thought
bar.
Spider-Man 2
He's getting
overall
drunk.
is the best Spider-Man movie
It's
in
a great
general.
film. Yeah, it is
But I
wonderful.
do like Tom
Well, that's
Hollander
the
quite
one
a bit.
with.
That's the wonderful
Octopus.
Alfred Molina.
Alfred
As
Molina
Dr. Dr. Ock.
Doc Ock. Yeah,
Yes.
that was great stuff. I could watch that again.
I love Alfred Molina, but I still think if they were going to go to cast Dr. Octopus as he's portrayed in the comics, they really should have cast Elton John. That's what he looks just like him.
Really?
Should have been Elton John.
Yeah.
Would have been great.
Okay.
But I liked
know,
what he did, though.
The kid that's playing, the kid from the King's World, who's playing
Elton John. Taron
Right. There we go. And he's in those
He's in the Kingsman films.
Kingsman films,
Correct.
of course. I see the preview. I did watch the preview, the trailer for the upcoming.
It was
Elton.
okay.
He's too muscular. He makes Elton look like he's really,
Yeah, because he's
strapped
Elton's
and
chubby, and he's not really chubby in
No,
this
he's
film.
always been a chub-esque little,
Chubby guy,
little
yeah,
fat little
chub-esque.
kid who lost weight, and that was it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's a good movie. I don't know. I'll see.
I hope it's good.
For a while, Tom Hardy was attached to play Elton John.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then I guess they
Yeah.
figured, well, he's probably a little too old to play the young, so then they decided, let's just get a young actor and,
And
then
make
we'll
him look
age
older.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the voice didn't sound like Elton John. I mean, I don't know who they got to sing his songs. It's certainly not. I don't know
Well,
why
I
they
think-
just didn't use Elton.
No, I think Taron sings in the film.
He may.
Because he did an appearance recently where him and Elton were singing together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This looks interesting.
I know. Well,
with
this
him playing
Prince of Persia.
Mysterio.
Not Prince of Persia?
No, this is the new Spider-Man that's coming out in July.
But that was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, he's in it. He plays the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
He plays Mysterio.
Well, he was in Prince of Persia.
He was in Prince of Persia.
I love that girl.
It was okay.
No, I like that.
didn't
I love
it.
the girl in it. I thought she was very cute.
Well, she's attractive, yeah.
Who was that girl?
I forget her name.
Yeah, okay.
I thought he had his dick out for a second.
Yeah, there you
Holy
go.
shit.
He's holding.
For like a spare,
I know,
a split second.
He's holding it.
Little Spidey.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, little Spidey, what do you got to say?
Can it
Oh,
grow,
nothing.
please?
Yeah.
Why didn't that grow?
It's a nice day for a white webbing.
Yeah, but I'm bummed.
But
But it looks like fun.
does it? That's the name of it. Far from home.
Far from home, because he's in Europe.
Oh, he is. Ah,
Yeah,
Venice,
he goes on a
yeah.
school trip, and things happen.
Oh boy. Well, don't they always? Is our little black heroine? Is she back in the film again?
Zendaya, she's in it.
No,
she's
no.
MJ.
Was that Zendaya?
Yeah, the first one, and the
Oh.
second. She's in this one too.
Oh, okay.
She's going
She's
everywhere.
got her own.
Well, a
TV
show on HBO coming
yeah,
out.
I know.
I forget the name of
Pretty
it.
impressive.
It's called like Euphoria.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does look.
And then she was in The Greatest Showman, and she's getting
I
some
know.
work.
She was great in The Greatest
I
Showman.
thought she was great.
I thought so.
I love
too.
that film.
That's a great little movie.
It is.
I like it too. I know my wife wouldn't have appreciated all the breaking into song constantly. You know, even the
But
big
luckily,
scene.
that film, the music is good.
The music
It's
is
memorable.
good. I know, but even when he walks up to Michelle Williams out at the beach at the end, and he's going, "I've always loved you,"
Yeah.
you know, he goes, and he start breaking into song. I like, geez, I'm so glad my wife is in
He's
here
like,
because she would have blown her
"From
brains
now
out
on."
every time they break into song.
I
But,
can't wait to go see Hugh Jackman in concert.
Jack Human, yeah, when's he
Yes,
gonna
I'm
be?
going to MSG in June.
Oh, really?
June 22nd.
No
We're going.
way. Gee, that's
Well, he's got 2 shows. He's got 2 dates that weekend, if not 3, at the MSG.
does he?
He's doing 2 shows a day for like 2-3 days.
Oh, okay. Is
So
he
we're
ordering
going.
Chinese food without MSG sometimes?
But up. You know, they don't really even use it anymore.
They don't?
Not really.
Sure they do.
No, I think
It's
a
very important.
lot of menus I see no MSG.
If you don't get MSG in your Chinese food, it is so bland. There's nothing to it. You
Yeah.
gotta have. You keep looking at my gut. Am I fat?
No.
Do I look fat?
I'm not looking at your gut. You're self-conscious.
Do I look fat?
I'm looking
to
in
you?
your general direction.
Does my ass look big in this chair? But,
So Black Panther,
Black Panther.
good movie.
Here's little
Lupita Nyong'o.
Lupito Durango. I love little Lupito. But you know the thing, I didn't like this film all that much.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Most people
I
I know
enjoyed it.
love it,
I
and
know.
they think it's wonderful. I like all the African. Oh,
Yeah.
and he shows up in Age of Ultron.
Does he?
Yeah, he's
Andy
in Age
Serkis?
of Ultron.
Who's he
Andy
play?
Serkis. He plays this.
Oh, that's
guy.
right. This character shows up.
Yeah, he's
you're
in
right.
This,
I remember
he's in
that
this
now.
character
You're
right in
right.
the very beginning.
You're right.
And he gets thrown around by Loki, and
Yeah.
that's it. Here we have the wondrous John.
No, Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman, of course, from everything.
From everything.
Well, from
Well, he's in-
Benedict
he's all the-
Cumberbatch's best buddy.
Well,
I wonder if they're going to do
he's
another
in the
Sherlock
British
Holmes.
Office. He's in BBC with
Yeah, yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
Did that great little zombie movie that I
Shaun
love.
of the Dead.
No, not Shaun of the Dead. That's Simon Pegg. Was he in
Oh,
that?
I'm sorry. You're right. Shaun of the Dead. Simon Pegg. You're right. You're thinking of the one that was on Netflix.
Yes.
Where he's got his daughter and he's
Right.
in. Yeah, that was a cool
And he
little movie.
dies. He dies at the end. as
Let's
I
tell
believe.
the audience
Let's
the
tell
ending.
the audience he dies, but he does.
Spoiler.
But it's a great movie.
It was
I
a cool
love
little
that
movie.
film.
What was it
Yeah,
called?
It was very tragic, though.
Oh yeah. I think I
And who
reviewed
was
it on
that?
the show.
I think so too. We both did.
Yeah.
We both saw it. We both liked
We
it.
did.
Yeah, but I was shocked at if you go back, Thanos shows up in the first 2 Avenger films too.
Well, I remember when he shows up as like a quick scene at the ending of the first one. That's when the audience sees, oh my God, it's Thanos.
Yes,
You know?
we just see his face,
Yeah.
and it is in fact Josh Brolin, I believe. I guess so. I'm not sure.
I'm not
Might just
sure.
be a CGI.
I think it was just CGI at that point,
interpretation.
'cause
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
cast the role yet.
Yeah, exactly.
She's good. She plays the young, brilliant girl in Wakanda.
Right.
I think her
On
name
the
is
computer
Letitia
hack,
Wright.
whatever it is.
And I thought he was very good.
I thought he was very good too.
Yeah.
The thing I don't
Chadwick
like about
Boseman.
this, the constant posing. The constant posing in this movie drives you insane. Oh no, this is what you see all the time. Some bad guy walks up. Everybody goes like this with
Oh.
the spear in their hand. Okay. Pose.
Well, that's
pose.
maybe because
we
it's
see
the
that
tribal
300
mentality.
I know, but we see it
Look
300
at that.
times. Yeah,
That was
look
cool.
at that guy. That guy waited on me at Best Buy the other day. I mean, it's so bizarre now.
know, it's
Everywhere
weird.
you go,
I
you
know.
got the guy with the ear thing.
You see a lot of white guys with it.
It's always white guys.
Yeah.
I never see black
Hipsters.
I never see black guys with it anymore. But that was a big thing with the Ubangi tribe.
Oh, what's
With
his
the-
name? He's good from Get Out.
Oh yeah, our Get Out guy. Well, he's a bad
Daniel
guy.
Kuyaya.
He's a very bad guy.
Kuyaya?
And
I
here's
forget
what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
Creed 2. Creed.
I gotta
What?
say though, I think the costume for Black Panther is awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really
No, it
cool.
does. It does look good.
Awesome looking
It does
costume.
look good.
They did a great job.
Here's my least favorite Marvel character, right here.
I thought she was good. It's not my favorite, but I liked her.
I have nothing good to really say about this
Yeah,
film.
you didn't care for this film.
Didn't care for the film. If you see her in the trailer, looks like the Avon lady blew up in her face. Just put her makeup on with a paint roller. Just mashed red lips and bright pink and oh God, Jesus, what's going on there? And she just shows up out of the blue, of course. You know, here it is. How are we doing here? We're
I honestly
probably...
lost track. Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
No, it's 5 after.
Well, yeah, 5 after. Yeah, we'd probably be over an hour, most likely.
Hour, and I'm gonna say.
I didn't keep track of time, unfortunately.
Let me think. Hour 10 minutes.
At least.
About an hour. And
that sounds about right.
About an hour and 10.
Because we probably didn't start till almost 8 o'clock. A little before 8.
Something like that.
But I'm still interested to see what happens. I think she shows up in
Who?
Endgame.
Oh, of course
Captain
she does.
Marvel. She's in there.
She's in the trailer.
Yeah, she's in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched the trailer more than once or
There he
twice because I don't want to really. They show too much.
I agree.
So I'm like, I really.
Yeah, but
go
they don't
in
really show
blind.
much in those trailers. I mean, they're just little teasers.
I still want to
almost.
see just almost nothing.
They're not showing us anything according to
Good.
who's going to come back to life or
Yeah, I
what's
don't
going to
wanna know
happen with that. But I do know that.
But I have my suspicions on how it's going to transpire.
Well, the opinions are in, and the opinions are that everybody is so moved, and so which terrifies me in a way. It's like being moved on the final Game of Thrones because everybody dies. You know, I mean, I'm just hoping that I have a feeling we're going to lose somebody.
Yeah, we're going to lose a couple.
We might
I
lose
think.
Captain Marvel for that matter. But she seems
I
a
don't
little
think
too
so
new.
because she's too new.
New franchise.
New franchise.
They're
She's
going
not
to break her
die.
open.
No, they're going to probably. Honestly, if I had to guess, I would say maybe Captain America will die
You think so?
because he wants to leave anyway. I could
does.
see him sacrificing
Yeah,
himself.
but he
you
should.
know.
He should go on forever. I think.
Yeah, but he doesn't want
He's
to do
like a
it.
Superman. I don't care. So listen, Batman. How many Batmans?
Oh, I
have
know.
we had?
Yeah. Okay, they could bring in another actor.
We'll
of
bring in
course.
another actor for Captain America. I think that's an easy. That's no brainer. To have another Captain America.
I just
think
feel
Captain
like
America's
given
character should go on.
the interconnected world of all these Marvel movies with all these actors,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be more of a challenge to bring in a new actor for a role because they're all been so connected. Look at the Batman films.
Look at Spider-Man. Well, hey, come on, they don't care. This is money. This is a
It
money
is, but
game.
but now this is the first time though Spider-Man's been intertwined with any other characters. The other Spider-Mans weren't. Andrew, he was just in the two Spider-Men. Andrew
No,
Garfield.
I understand
Same
what you're
thing
saying,
with Tobey
but
Maguire.
I don't think that's going to be an issue when it's time to bring. When Chris Evans is too old for the role, or
We're gonna have to
whatever,
wait a while, at
if
least.
he doesn't want to do it, or he wants out, or he wants in, or whatever the deal. Eventually, they're just going to bring in somebody else and reboot the whole thing. We're going
know.
to see new Avengers films in 20 years.
Oh, of course.
I mean, these things are never
I
going to
know,
die.
probably
You
you're
and
right.
I are going to be sitting. I'll be dead. You'll be sitting in a wheelchair, going, "What's the next Avengers movie to say?"
I'll be doing this show with your ashes.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, there.
What do you think?
Dust to dust. I probably won't say much.
No.
Yeah.
I'll do it for. It'll be a much shorter show.
I'm being much shorter show.
20 minutes each episode. Well, let's end the show first. Before
Why don't we have
discuss
this? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
See you.
guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Louie, where are you?
Road. Yeah, we're going down. Yeah, Mr. Landlords.